THC syrup, filling up the cup, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping. THC syrup, filling up the cup, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping, tipping THC syrup, filling up the cup, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping. THC syrup, filling up the cup, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping. THC syrup, filling up the cup, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping, tipping THC syrup, filling up the cup, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping. THC syrup, filling up the cup, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping. THC syrup, filling up the cup, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping, tipping THC syrup, filling up the cup, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping. THC syrup, filling up the cup, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping. THC syrup, filling up the cup, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping, tipping THC syrup, filling up the cup, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping. THC syrup, filling up the cup, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping. THC syrup, filling up the cup, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping, tipping up the bottle. I love the way it's dripping, tipping.
Everybody, this is Midwest Tune Podcast. This is Aaron, AK. We have BT over here, and then we have fucking Roy Jones Jr. Eli.
Actually, analysis sci-fi, but okay.
Oh,
Yeah, and this is analysis sci-fi. That's it.
Yeah, analysis sci-fi.
No, Roy Ely. That's not his name.
what?
He doesn't exist.
Yeah. There's never been a person named that in history.
He's
I
incognito.
can certify that.
This is gonna be fucking great today.
It is.
What's your claim to fame, Roy? I know you've told us, but we gotta tell. Now we're talking to a live audience, right?
I'm a science fiction analyst and reviewer on YouTube. I'm part of ManicExpression.com. Or part as a member, I joined. I'm a science fiction fan. I have a passion for the subject matter. I'm a lifelong Star Trek fan. I'm a lifelong Ghostbusters fan. I'm a lifelong Godzilla fan.
And what's your YouTube channel name so people can go to
Same as my name. Analysis of Sci-Fi.
it? Is it analysis of sci-fi or sci-fi analysis?
Analysis of Sci-Fi.
Okay, analysis of sci-fi.
If you want to do that, search Analysis of Sci-Fi Godzilla, because I'm trying to search for my name on YouTube and it doesn't pop up. I had
Okay,
to put
sci-fi.
Did you forget to
What
put
was
the
it again?
domain or what?
Analysis of Sci-Fi
Godzilla.
Godzilla is a good way to find my channel, because
He has a big
I
brain,
apparently
right?
to YouTube gods don't exist
Oh.
Till now.
until now.
Fuck yeah.
My latest video is actually about the newest Star Trek series, Strange New Worlds, which is fantastic. Watch that video after watching this.
Right on, cool.
I described it as accidentally as the meat and butter of Star Trek. I meant meat and potatoes, but I said meat and butter.
Beet and potatoes?
Meat and potatoes.
And
potatoes.
Gotcha.
I said meat and butter,
You
though.
say beef?
Right. I was like, yeah. Get some bread for that.
Motherfucking beef potato.
The way I got into YouTube is basically at my old J job. I felt like I was underappreciated. I didn't feel like.
Roy, did you just refer yourself to the third person? You're like my old J job.
No, I said my old job. I meant my old analysis sci-fi.
I
my
heard
old
J job
real
too.
life
No,
job.
I caught that as well, sir.
No, what did you say? My old J job.
My
He meant to say old day job.
day.
Oh, day job.
J.
I thought you were talking So,
What was your old day job?
all right,
I used to be a janitor at a place that dealt with the traveling public. As leave it like that. I don't think.
Gypsies?
No, I was a janitor. I was a traveler. I was at a place that dealt with the traveling public as a janitor.
Oh, I got you.
FYI, I have the deepest respect for the Romani people. Romani people, or whatever.
Who?
Gypsies.
Oh,
That's the Romani is the proper name for the gypsies.
did not know that. How do you spell that?
I have no idea. I'm drunk.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Right on. You were a custodial environmentalist, engineer. There
Yes,
we
a
go.
custodial engineer, as Dave Chappelle would put it.
There you go.
Oh man.
The reason why I felt like I wasn't progressing in that job, so I decided of quitting my job. I decided to do analysis sci-fi as a hobby and feel like I had fulfillment in my life in that respect.
Did wet wipes have something to do with that coming into the field?
What?
Wet wipes, you know. Did you no longer feel needed as a janitor because of wet wipes coming into the game?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
No longer needed for you to, you know, towels and all that shit.
No.
No, okay.
All I did is just clean urinals and scrub toilets and windows.
Typical
Hey,
engineer
how long
stuff,
did you
right?
do that before you were like, you know what? This ain't the job for me.
Finally 10 years, but when I started the YouTube channel, most likely 5.
Stuck it out.
Yes.
You like Eminem and 8 Mile.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Master
Spaghetti
Butcher
and
shit.
shit, you know.
Hell yes. That's because I don't live that far from Detroit, so you have to respect Eminem is as far as Northwest Ohio.
Right? Big ups, D-Town.
Right on.
Town, yes, yes. I'm a Guardians fan, Steelers fan, but comes to hockey, Detroit all the way.
There you go, Red Wings.
Red Rings, yes.
Yes, sir.
But in all seriousness, I doesn't feel like I was respected, so I decided to start doing YouTube. I was doing it at the peak, or before the peak of Channel Awesome and all of those idiots that got disbanded because of internal politics of that organization.
Gotcha.
Idiots.
No,
Well,
I do
the
have a question
runners
though.
of the
You said-
website are idiots. I mean, I very much agree with the quote unquote alleged victims, but I actually met Doug Walker. Well, not, but I saw him at my J job once, and it's like, oh, I just say I was impressed.
Gotcha. What you had a question over here?
Yeah, no, earlier you said something about you had to turn off your monetization. Like that's how big you got or some shit.
No, not really. That was a joke.
Okay, because I was like, how you do that? I don't want people blowing me up like that either, you know?
I have no idea, Satan. Maybe possessed a few people. That's a little, do the exorcist thing more and more. That's your lay of fame.
Fuck me.
I'm
What about tears, man?
everyone does their own thing to get famous on the internet. That's the thing. Me, I'm a lifelong science fiction fan. I have a passion for what I know. I know about it.
Okay. So, I know that this is a hard question to answer, and there's really no right answer. But since you're such a guru at this subject, what is the best sci-fi movie ever made?
If you ask a scholar of film,
I want your opinion, sir.
well, let me finish. You ask a scholar of the genre, they usually say 2001 or one of the Star Wars.
Gotcha.
I feel the best Star Trek science fiction film of all time is 1954's Gojira. It is the original Godzilla film. It is poignant, deep, meaningful. It comes from a place of place of pain.
When sci-fi wasn't necessarily
Space, yeah.
right. Gotcha.
It is the original Godzilla film. It is coming from a place of defeat. It built a film franchise that in Japan that's over 30 films long. It's actually, I think, is the largest film franchise ever currently.
Right, it was one of the first movie. If I don't know, I'm not a movie guy all that much, but wasn't it one of the first movies translated to English from over on that side of the world?
Yeah, it probably is.
Right on.
It is a dark film. It comes from a place of fame. It is arguably an anti-American film, but I don't really think that so.
Right on.
So
Cool,
the
man.
Japanese-Indonesian co-production.
Got canceled, and that's why they made it. They had a spot in their schedule, so might as well make a cheap American-style monster film. But the director, Honda.
Did he make Cars too?
I think it's a coincidence, same last name thing.
Right.
But
One of those regime things, huh?
it's one of those coincidences. It's like that wheelchair guy that was named Tom Cruise, and it turns out there's a Tom Cruise. So
Oh, for real?
yeah.
The wheelchair guy's not as successful, huh? No.
I don't know. I just remember there was like a
He's probably not too good at hanging out on planes, doing stunts and shit, right?
or flying them.
Get the other Tom Cruise.
Fucking chairs keep getting away.
But seriously, that is probably for me the best one. Number 2 is possibly an anime science fiction film called Macross Super Dimension Fortress Macross. Do you remember love?
Okay.
That's the title of it.
Yes. Macross Super Dimension Fortress. Macross is called Robotech here in the United States because of imperialism.
Fuckers.
Harmony Gold, go down, tear down Harmony Gold.
Woo!
And you guys just got copyright, just got sued. Sorry,
Nah, we're not monetized, dog.
you still got sued.
You gotta go, man.
But my
So some people maybe confuse sci-fi and anime. Maybe not confuse it, but is there an instance where those two cross paths? Because you're a fan of both, correct?
yes, usually a lot of the earlier anime that came across in the United States was sci-fi or had a sci-fi bent.
Okay.
Tenshinhan Tanning 8, Astro Boy, Star Blazers, aka Space Battleship Yamato, the aforementioned Robotech. So yes, the two, and to this day, the more popular anime, and to this day, most of it is of a sci-fi or fantasy bent. By the way, my channel is called Analysis of Sci-Fi. I cover horror and fantasy also. Only one of the major speculative fiction genres I do not cover is alternate history, because you really have to know your history. I do know my history, but I'm not. That's just like,
You're a sci-fi history guy.
well, I'm a
History of sci-fi.
Well,
I don't know shit about any of it.
well, alternate history, I feel, is jerk off porn to people who are more fascist. It's like neo-Nazis and people who want the Confederacy to continue jerking off to
Jerking each other off?
No, jerking themselves off to a fantasy, metaphorically, I might add, to a fantasy that doesn't exist.
So yeah, gotcha. There's a lot of jerking off in sci-fi. There's some weird shit going on, no? Like anime. So the movie Heavy Metal, what's that classify as?
That is actually kind of.
Is it a musical? Is it anime? Is
That's
it
a good
a movie?
family film.
Right. I used to watch it as a kid, like,
It's in
what
our
the fuck?
VCR.
I have seen Final Fantasy a few times. It's actually directed by Ivan Reitman, the same guy that did Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I think it's his only animated film. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Ivan Reitman had a hand in that.
Yep. Produced it.
Yes, he produced it. But the thing is, it is sci-fi. It is, I would dare to say, psychedelic pot sci-fi.
What do you mean pot sci-fi?
Marijuana.
Sci-fi.
They're high when they made this
Can
story.
you
Oh, like
decipher
Scooby-Doo.
the-
It's actually based on a French sci-fi magazine.
What is your take on the Pink Floyd movie The Wall?
I have never seen it.
Right on.
But heavy metal, I've seen it. It's good. It's actually dark. It is in the tradition of anthology sci-fi like Outer Limits, Twilight Zone. It is a very dark morality channel.
What was your favorite scene?
I kind of like the robot thing. I thought that was just.
Not the slave girl in the bottom of the pit, all pretty chopped.
No, I like the robot, the robot thing, and the lady said, "Oh, you have to convert to Judaism," and then the robot said, "No." That's hysterical. I personally
I've never seen the movie.
no.
True.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I have.
Yeah, I need to find that on a streaming service.
Pornhub.
No, I think
I'm sure
no.
it's on there just because.
Yeah, probably
Shit.
is, dude.
A friend told me that you can find Dragon Ball Z episodes.
A friend told you that?
Yeah. A friend.
Did he prove you wrong though? Did you find him?
I actually did that just to because
I keep
he
looking,
came in,
but I
came
trail
in
off,
to
and I don't know
play
why.
a board game with my other friends, and he said, "You know, you
Like
can
trying to
find
jump
Dragon
in,
Ball
or what?
Z
Here comes the excuses.
episodes."
You willing to write out your friend's name?
No,
His name was Jay.
JRR.
no. I'm not
actually.
actually. I'm not a Dragon Ball Z fan. That's.
Why not?
It's good.
Yeah,
I don't like the whole idea of Bruce Lee meeting Superman. There's something about that. That's a good analogy
Right.
because Goku's history is he's a
fucking
martial artist
It is
that
good
got
now.
sent from a destroyed planet. So
Right on.
he is.
So let's say Chuck Norris, right, and Bruce Lee, they went at it in Fist of Fury. Was that the
Yes.
one? Fist of Fury?
Yes.
So
Fist of the Dragon.
something like it, whatever it was, right?
Yeah. There's like.
If
tons
it
of
wasn't a
all that.
film and they were actually going at it, who was going to win?
Bruce Lee definitely.
Definitely, even though a Tylenol killed him, right? So who's the beast
Actually, there's a conspiracy theory that the Hong Kong mob actually killed him.
That's right. I heard that too. Because he's giving away secrets.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also think the People's Republic of China killed him because he might have been pro-Taiwan. So
Who the fuck knows with these guys, right? Yeah. Jesus.
I don't know. And you just got banned from China, by the way.
What?
That's because I said the T word.
Got red flags
Yeah,
and
do
shit.
it to us, man.
Copyrighted, flag,
Yeah.
banned, fuck.
Shut
You
us
giving
down.
us
That's why he's not
a
monetized anymore.
Raven
He's all
Jet,
fucked
Roy.
it up, you know what I mean?
See how many more
Ain't got
strikes
no
we can get
account
with this
anymore,
episode.
really.
Right?
Fucking it up.
3 strikes, you're out until a bunch of people got pissed off. I'm a Bruce Lee fan. The question is, which one's better, Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee?
Yeah. Jackie Chan is
You
bad.
gotta like cut Jackie Chan off at a certain point though. Don't you?
Well, yeah. One.
'Cause he didn't die.
Bruce Lee was a serious actor. He directed into Green Hornet, which covers my area of expertise because it's a comic book. That's technically part of the speculative fiction family. But
Fucking A, man.
but I honestly I respect Bruce Lee more than I respect
Mr.
Jackie
Norris or Mr. Jackie Chan.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
because Jackie Chan, I feel, is a sellout because he was before Britain. He used to live in Hong Kong. That's how
That's where
he got
most of his
famous.
movies came from. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
and
did his own
when
stunts.
Hong Kong was part of the United Kingdom, Great Britain, and all of that, he was very anti-communist. Now, since 1997, he has been basically trying to join the Communist Party. It's like, stand by your principles, man. Don't be a fucking sellout.
Right.
I'm not the first one to say that, by the way.
Right, but if he's still making good movies, though, what's the matter?
I don't know if he is still making good movies. That's the
I don't
problem.
know that one.
Yeah.
No. Anything coming out of
trying to fucking
anything.
get his kid back or something.
shit.
Yeah, he's got some fucking crazy ones out there.
Well, yeah, but what is good?
Like, what's his name?
That is a good question.
What is
Analysis, Godzilla.
analysis sci-fi that loves Godzilla? Godzilla's
I'm confused by your name.
analysis.
I'm
Well,
just gonna
actually,
call you Roy.
actually, analysis of sci-fi. Analysis of sci-fi.
You look
Well-
like Walter White.
Right.
Put them glasses on real quick and lean in.
We're gonna kick.
No,
stroke
don't
some
smile.
meth.
Don't smile.
Sorry, I need to get in character.
Yeah, you need to do it like low, deep voice.
We're gonna stop. We're going to cook some meth, Malcolm. Because the guy that played Walter White was the dad from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah,
Right.
he sure was.
Jesse Pinkman?
Jesse Pinkman was the guy that was
Right.
doing it for him, though.
Yeah.
Say, God damn it, Jesse.
You should really watch that, Roy. It's a good show.
I couldn't tell you. I have no interest in watching that. That's not.
Ain't no titties in it.
No. I thought it was a comedy, but after watching the first episode, the guy, it's not funny. It was just.
It's a drama with a twist of some comedy in there and a twist of some
Yeah.
thriller.
Wait a minute. My bandage from my day job fell off.
Holy fuck. Let's put that on camera. Put that on camera.
No.
Let's see that. God damn. That thing looks like it smells, man.
Ah, dude! Oh, what the fuck did you just do?
Put it on camera.
Oh!
No, with the band-aid off. Like,
No. There.
goddamn finger condom on.
Well, day job.
Yeah, Jesus.
He's a professional butcher.
That thing on, the skin went like
He cuts the meat.
I do not cut the meat. I wrap the meat, and once in a while I trim meat off the bone for a hamburger. And the two head butchers here are laughing my ass off.
Laughing my ass off.
What?
They were laughing your ass off. They were laughing my ass off.
Sorry. Like I said, but I do work at a meat processing
Motherfucker
plant.
looks moist, bro.
Two beers do that to me. Yes.
Jesus.
But back to my passion in life, science fiction. I obviously do not just watch science fiction, but
Well, for science fiction, anime, Pornhub.
no. I cover science fiction, fantasy, and horror of all formats, from books to.
No, here's what. No, right here.
What about
right,
anime
no.
porn?
Oh yeah, he's all about hentai.
I've seen hentai, but
Something
I
that
do
you
not
guys
cover
all
it.
know about is American
called?
Werewolf in Paris.
Yes,
and
I have
American
seen it.
Werewolf in London.
Yeah,
That's
Hentai?
one you
What'd
both
you say?
know about.
I have seen it.
American Werewolf.
Japanese porn. It's like cartoon tentacles, like fucking people and shit. Like it's weird shit.
Yeah,
They have realism of it too, and they're like compilation videos. Isn't that right, Roy? You check that out yet?
I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
Fifth.
I ain't gonna lie.
I
checked
haven't
out.
seen it, but I do not want to know about it. That's why I plead the fifth.
I've just seen the ads.
Yeah, I've seen the ads, and it's like, I'm not a big fan of the tentacle bullshit to begin with, so that makes me run
What
away.
site are you on to see the ads?
Usually Pornhub, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm an XNXX guy.
But
You got that mic on your shirt there, bud.
It's on the collar.
Facing the other way.
yeah, oh, okay.
Oh, we can hear his ass though.
Trust me, I can
Turn right into it
project.
the whole time.
But my channel does not cover the more adult stuff. I'm more family friendly. I might cover R-rated stuff like Aliens. By the way, Aliens is the best of that franchise.
Number one.
No, but which one was
Number
better
two.
though? Like
Number
I
two.
was saying, which one was better? Werewolf in London or Werewolf in Paris?
I seen both, but it's been so long I forgot. I think the first one, American Werewolf in Paris, it would be better.
See, no, I like the first one myself. Mainly the intro scene where they're camping and
Yeah.
on him and bites him. Yeah, that was way more fucked.
Isn't there American Werewolf in Paris or American Werewolf
There's
in
two
London?
of them. There's a 80s, right? 80s.
80s is American Werewolf in Paris.
Right, and then
That-
the London one is the one that we seen when we were kids, but the Paris
2000s.
one was the throwback. And that's the one where they go into the nightclub, and then the dude bars the door, and they're like fucking, they all transform in basically this dungeon, and fucking just start eating motherfuckers. Dude escapes through a sewer pipe, and then starts transforming.
What?
Been a while.
Hey,
Been a while.
did American Werewolf in London have Werewolves of London as a song?
I don't fucking know, Roy.
That would have been like.
It did.
Did it?
Then Michael J. Fox was Teen Wolf, right? That's the one I seen. Shit.
That's
that motherfucker. Walk.
yeah. That would have been funny if he did Teen Wolf before or after Back to the Future. That would have been funny. He went back in time and turned into a werewolf.
Right.
FYI, I want to see that film.
I can't walk now or like talk really, right?
Who? Michael J. Fox?
Yeah.
He's a little bit fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, Parkinson's disease, and by the way, I don't know about you guys, but I would urge people to donate to that foundation for that cure of that horrible disease. I think,
Dad has it.
yeah. Michael J. Fox Foundation, Parkinson's Disease Foundation, and I mean that's
He got Parkinson's before they had the technology they got
Oh,
now.
yeah.
So he was
Yeah.
like a little bit more off.
Yeah.
well,
like,
he was diagnosed in. He came public, I think, in making a Back to the Future 2, I believe.
No, yeah. Been
Yeah.
that long ago?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I seen videos of him not too long ago, and
Oh yeah,
It looked
yeah,
too
yeah.
good.
He's not the he was, but I have deep respect for family tie because of family ties and stuff. I used to watch that shit all the time. And
I didn't know he was Canadian.
yeah, he's Canadian, British Columbia. You know who is British Columbian? Seth Fargan. No.
Hey.
Rogan. And Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, Deadpool's probably, yeah. He's funny as shit, dude.
it makes
One of my
sense.
favorite movies.
Oh yeah. I love Deadpool. I think his idea. Deadpool is a
60 years old.
he's an anti-hero, but he has.
J. Fox.
Oh, yeah.
But Deadpool is definitely the ADD or ADHD superhero.
Right?
Yeah.
And as an ADHDer,
It's the
right on Marvel.
The king of one-liners.
Oh yeah. And they got the right guy. I used to hate Ryan Reynolds before I watched Deadpool. Then I feel like sure give me, yeah, I would love to meet him and drink Aviator gin with him.
Right? Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Drink what with him?
Aviator gin.
Yeah,
You know what that is?
No.
Can I look that up? Aviator gin.
I was making a joke.
It's Ryan Reynolds, Jim.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay. This motherfucker knows all kinds of shit about Ryan Reynolds.
Is it? Right on. I don't
Yeah.
know. I didn't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah, and but honestly,
What the fuck do you do all day?
Aviator.
How do you retain all this
Gin?
information?
I had a hard time
What do you do with all this information?
store it.
You know,
For times like this, just to seem like I'm more knowledgeable.
well, I'm just curious. You know, you read books. I mean, like, what books do you read?
I read all kinds of stuff. I mainly read military history, but when it comes to science fiction, I actually have one of the more interesting resources to let me grab that.
Oh. Prime, you got a perfect example. You
Get
know?
motherfucking resources and shit.
Here you got pulling out the encyclopedia.
Well, this is Sci-Fi Chronicles. I got it at Barnes and Noble. Publisher is Firefly, and it's published in. Let me find. That's a good xenomorph
That
picture.
was a titty. Nah, just fuck.
Well, I
Fucking
published
lined with Playboys.
2014. It's a bit out of date, but there's science fiction series that this thing has. It's not the complete history of science fiction franchises, but the one series is.
You need a new bandage, bro.
Yeah, I probably
Like,
wouldn't.
man, you like bleeding through that one.
Them
It looks
motherfuckers
like
fucked up,
that's,
bro.
Yeah, well, there's this one sci-fi series from the 60s in Britain.
You gotta hide it, man. I'm just trying to help you out, man.
It's most like I hit it and it starts bleeding. It happens again.
That motherfucker needs some air.
I will air it when I get home.
Moist as fuck. You're in your anal, what?
I will air it when I get home. It's most like I sweat like a motherfucker, and I have oily sweat, so.
Okay.
I'm just worried about your finger, man.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
This shit is fucking falling off on your way home.
But what I was gonna say, there's this 60s British science fiction series called The Prisoner.
Okay.
It's this spy decided to quit his job. And people kidnap him, and he's on this prison where everyone's a nonconformist. So that's conformity, and he conforms to the form of
Conformity?
conformity, yeah. He.
Fuck on my camera angle. Sit back, boy.
Oh, but so this series is like the bomb. There's this like big white ball called Rover as the police force.
So it's an anti.
It is the anti-culture.
Okay, I got you. So an anti-conformative type of guy goes into an area of conformity,
No,
and he ends up being conformed.
No, he is an anti-conformist that goes into anti-conformist community, and he becomes conformity. So the only way to rebel against rebellion is to not rebel.
So the anti-conformity guy is a conformity guy. In the end.
Yes, because
Yeah.
because anti-conformity becomes conformity.
Right.
Come to for me.
Just like when you're unfucked and then you get fucked, then you're fucked. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get unfucked, then you fucked, and then you become unfucked.
Gotcha.
Best way.
Yeah.
It's a classic series. I can look it up in this book. It's in the 60s. What the hell? There's an index here. I just look it up that way.
There you go.
So how you feel about ray guns and Pew 13.6 explosive space modulators?
P-13's explosive space modulators. I never heard of that one.
You ever seen Looney Tunes?
Well,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Marvin the Martian. I feel
Marvin, not Marvin.
Marvin. I said Marvin. Marvin the Martian is the bomb.
Yeah.
He keeps on trying, and Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck just like screwing with him.
And Wask McWabbits.
Why do you think they call Porky Porky?
He's a pig.
Right? He likes the pork or what?
No, I think he's just because it's a funny thing, and back in the 60s they were back in the 30s they were very unoriginal with their names. Mickey the Mouse, Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
I mean, they're classic names. Don't get me wrong, but it's like
Marvin the Martian.
What would you name Bugs Bunny?
Asshole the Rabbit.
Oh yeah, that's kid fucking friendly.
Oh come on.
Was
Well,
it?
he
He
was
jumps
an
into
asshole,
people's
though. He
assholes
was
instead?
an asshole.
Shit. Or jumps out of
This
people's
sounds
assholes?
like South Park with lemming links. Fucking, that's what it sounds like to me.
So then what would Marvin the Martian be?
Take me to your leader or else.
That's no, come on, man.
I would just give him a normal person.
Probe King.
Fred?
Like they even came up
The
with
Prober.
Ack on fucking Attack on Mars or Attack or whatever the fuck the one was with the brain in it, and they're all cool. And then they seen the bird.
Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks. Yeah, they were like, fuck that bird. Fuck that dude.
Oh, trust me. Marvin would be. You know, I think it'd be funny giving them a real normal name and just say, oh yeah, it just happens from Mars. Take me to your leader.
Oh.
Like
You think that's how it's gonna go down?
William the Martian.
Billy the Martian.
Why not?
All right, there you go.
Make him a redneck Martian. Why not?
And then, there you go.
Fred the Martian.
All right.
We'll name him Roy
He
the
seemed
Martian.
more proper though. If we're going based on his actual character, he was pretty proper.
That's why you give him a redneck name.
He was. I think
Billy.
that's why he kind of looked
Roy.
like a Roman.
Leroy.
Isn't that kind of like he resembles a Roman though? It looked like he got the skirt on, the fucking his helmet, and that's he was real proper. That's,
Well, Mars and Jupiter was the god of war for Greeks and Romans.
right, and that's why he kept trying to take over, right? But he was
Yeah.
real proper about it. Oh,
Okay.
excuse me. Oh. Then he had Tasmanian Devil go all crazy on the ship. That video game was dope though on Sega Game Gear. Like, I
Yeah.
played the fuck out of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I was
Randy
pretty much
did too.
right about this. About the prisoner. It is.
Sounds like 99% right. Pretty much.
It came out around 68 in Britain.
60% of the time, it works every time.
I wasn't there, and it came
Where?
across in the United States.
What's under there?
But I suggest The Prisoner. I think everyone here would love it.
Watch The Prisoner. That's coming from an expert, all right? Sci-Fi.
Now it's a sci-fi. And
Where can you watch The Expert?
The Prisoner.
Or, yeah, there you go.
Filmrise and Tubi TV would be the largest platform to watch it.
Okay. You heard it.
I just if you want streaming service. It is a classic. I love it. It was aired on PBS several times in the United States because the British series, anything British, it gets aired on PBS. It's the law. I swear to God, that has to be some weird law because you definitely don't see Fox airing anything British unless it's got made in America afterwards.
Right on.
I personally think, but The Prisoner is it's a great series. It's
How do you think you'd fare in a prison?
like in The Prisoner. Well,
Yeah.
The prison
If you were in that movie.
He's pretty
How
violent
would you fare
motherfucker,
yourself?
Man. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh wow!
He's
The
pretty
prison
violent.
is called The Village.
He'd have all the
And
cigarettes
it's
and,
just
be
a
paying
normal
people to beat
village
other people
town.
up.
Okay.
It's just full of weird people. So the only way, like I said, the only way to stand out is to be normal. So if I'm a
You're fucked.
the only way. So knowing that me personally have English Irish heritage, I would most likely just sum it up is the only way to stand out
Okay,
is
here's
to be not stand out.
right. Here's my situation with that is you go in, you look all tough, you don't say nothing like, oh, he looked mean as fuck. Fuck yeah, he does. He's a mean sumbitch. They're going to ask you something a normal person would know, and you're going to be talking about sci-fi shit that nobody knows. That's where you're going to get hemmed up. That's my analysis on your sci-fi.
They'll leave him alone though and be like, damn, this dude.
Well, the prisoner is the guy's a former spy, and they're trying to get information out of him.
Right, but we're talking about how you would fare.
Well, honestly, what kind of national security information I would honestly
I won't
know?
lie though, the first time I seen you, I was like, goddamn, look at him. He
okay.
all big as fuck. He fucked some shit up. Then you come out the freezer, and I'm like, goddamn, Roy.
All right, Roy. If you could go back in time, 20 years ago, and tell yourself one thing, you got 30 seconds to tell yourself. What are you gonna tell yourself?
Don't sit
Personal
on
or just general?
You got 30 seconds to talk to yourself. What are you gonna tell yourself?
Life sucks. Let's deal with it.
Stock trade, stock trade, stock trade. Stock trade, Roy, stock trade.
That's more of the lines I was going for, like some useful
Bitcoin right off
information,
the
you know,
fucking...
30 years ago, obviously before 9/11, tell the CIA to kill Bin Laden.
yeah.
God damn, you fucking up,
Okay,
Roy.
there
You
you
get
go.
all the money, then you tell them what to do. Bitcoin.
And by the way, then tell them how Star Trek Enterprise ends and make sure they don't do
Okay, let me rephrase the
In
question.
30 seconds.
Let me rephrase
In
the
30
question.
seconds.
Okay, you're for whatever reason you're walking through a desert, right? You know and you come across a genie lamp. You rub that lamp, you got 3 wishes. What are those 3 wishes?
J.J. Abrams, stop us his goddamn mystery box. That's stupid.
I think the genie would be confused.
Mystery box.
Mystery box is J.J. Abrams' philosophy of filmmaking. He keeps them guessing. Well, here's the thing. It worked for Lost. That anything else.
For what?
What the fuck
Lost.
are you talking about?
Oh, the show Lost.
If you yell into the camera, it doesn't. The mic's on your neck, bro.
Oh, sorry. Lost does not. Lost. The mystery box is the philosophy of J.J. Abrams' filmmaking.
You talking about the TV show?
Yes.
Okay.
Because everyone was guessing about everything else. So that worked for fine. That Star Trek and Star Wars, it did not work for.
Wait. Is he still answering the question about the genie?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
Wish 2
Okay.
is
Oh, God damn, that genie is pissed.
That was which one? That was
It's gonna
wish.
take a minute.
It's like Star Wars. What the fuck?
That was a fucking wish.
Wish 2 would be
I'm
God.
afraid to say it, start again.
Wish 2 would be
Yeah, be more confused.
me
Like,
being
that's
normal.
the Wishmaster.
And then
Jim and the
this
Wishmaster.
3 would be I don't know. Peace on Earth. No
Okay.
war.
Huh?
No war.
No war? Okay.
Well, I got
That's good. Good. Good to know.
But Wish 1 is J.J. Abrams quit filmmaking. He
Oh, you think he's terrible at films?
His theory.
not just that, and goddamn lens flares. I wear glasses, obviously, and
What?
lens flares.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is Les.
No, but alright, so we're talking about gins and wishes right now. Like,
J.J. Abrams quit filmmaking because those lens flares. I watched 2000.
Did he have lens flares? Is that why
2009 Star Trek? Yes.
is that why we're talking about lens flares?
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
J.J. Abrams had lens flares.
Yeah, yeah.
man, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did this watching Star Trek 2009 in the theaters, thinking if it's my glasses screwing up on me.
Gotcha.
The dude wears glasses. He should know that himself. But
Gotcha.
no, more flair. More flair.
Said 2 max.
J.J. Abrams,
He wouldn't have said shit.
honestly, dude, thank you for being successful, but next to Cloverfield and Lost, you need to quit.
You
Cloverfield?
heard that? Wrap that shit up, bro. Fucking.
Yeah.
You're a fucking
Retire.
expert
I
right
don't know
here.
what the fuck you were thinking about, JJ.
Fucking
Shitty
towel, dog.
filmmaker.
Done.
I mean, 2009.
You
Star
heard it
Trek
right here from the
revitalized
analysis
this.
of Sci-Fi. Fuck that guy. I'm done watching his
Well,
movies.
Star Wars and I heard he wants to remake something more obscure like Blake 7. I hope to God the United Kingdom says no.
Got a girlfriend or wife.
Oh yeah.
No, but
Well, everyone in Hollywood has a hot wife. It's called plastic surgery.
How do you think of Quentin Tarantino style of filmmaking would fare in sci-fi?
Actually, Quentin Tarantino wants to direct a Star Trek movie.
He wants to?
Yeah, he's a fan.
Oh shit. Well, yeah, that's cool.
So, Dust Till
He has
Dawn?
actually quoted the Wrath of Khan in a few of his films. So
Like, what was your favorite Quentin Tarantino?
This is a good question.
Like, Dust Till Dawn is probably more sci-fi-ish that he's done.
well, I love Dusk Till Dawn.
No, that's what I'm saying. So you like the way it's done and shit?
Oh yeah, it's a great film.
So
And
you
he's
think
in
he
it.
could do Star Trek then?
I think he could still do Star Trek. anyone who's a Star Trek fan usually can produce good Star Trek.
But how would the fans feel about him doing it?
I'm for it.
You heard that? He speaks for the sci-fi community.
No, I do
There's
not.
Star Trek 4 coming out, produced by him.
No, it's not Star Trek 4. Star Trek 4 came out in 1986. It's called This Voyage Home.
It's his upcoming movie, Star Trek 4.
That's not Star Trek 4. Star Trek 4 came out in 1986.
That's a good year.
I'm telling you what the fucking thing says, man.
That's not. Yes.
Remaking number 4, is that what you're saying?
No, this is the jet number 1, or actually the original number 4.
Well, here's the thing: is that from the 2009 Star Trek film is the start of a separate Star Trek franchise. I'm counting the one that
The good one.
So is this
The
the
real
prequel
one.
of Star Trek 4?
No, it's called Star Trek 4 because all intents and purposes, it is a separate part of a separate franchise that's also called Star Trek because a bunch of bullshit that happened at Viacom.
It's not Star Trek
It's Star Trek,
4.
but it's just confusing.
Star Trek 4. This one is
Well, okay,
coming.
Who plays Princess Layla?
I don't know. That's not a Star Trek character.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
See, that's how much I know. Shit.
Oh, I thought you.
I would say that's how
They
like makes more
joking
money, you know what I mean? No, like show her tits or
around.
something.
Fuck, I know.
Fucking get more
Actually,
people to
Leia
watch.
did accidentally sew her tits. On the. You notice this on the box art of the old VHS release from the 90s.
A nipple?
A nipple popped
Oh
out.
shit.
It's not just a side boob, a whole nip.
Yeah. It's just I noticed that. It's like an editing error they should have fixed on the box art, and I noticed that. It's like, oh crap,
Well, but
that's
you're
embarrassing.
How long was you looking at that fucking cover of that movie before he was like,
It-
titty? Shit.
That's a titty.
Full-blown titty.
2023 Star Trek 4 coming out.
Yes.
The original.
Not original. Original is 1986. The one with the whales is Star Trek 4.
Star Trek with whales? There's whales in space?
No way.
Star
Damn.
Trek, The Voyage Home, they had to go back to. They were on their way to get court-martialed, and something bad happened to Earth, and they decided to save the Earth and still get court-martialed. If I was them, if I was facing criminal charges, knowing I had ailment, I get shot off.
I know, I would have just jetted off into space and been like,
Yeah,
fuck
I
you
would-
motherfuckers. Court-martial
But-
this dick. You know?
But no, but that
George
shows.
Jetson fucking out of here, motherfucker.
That shows how moral people in Star Trek and Star Wars is. Even knowing they're in trouble, they will save the lives that people they want to see in jail. I respect that.
I'd let them die.
Well, each of their own.
Right, it'd be like, you want to lock me up? Thumbs down. Save everybody but you.
But
Or were they guilty? Were they guilty?
It was really-
oh, they were guilty.
I was really
They
praying
stole
for
this
you.
Enterprise.
Oh, well, shit, they should have never went back.
They destroyed the Enterprise to kill us a few Klingons. They went to a place they weren't allowed to go.
Do you think you're part
Please.
Klingon? Just a little bit, maybe? Is there a possibility?
Yeah, because
Yeah, I feel humans are more Klingon-like than Vulcans.
that's like term
Can you
for
do that?
clingy, right? Like you're
Do
clingy.
you think there are
You're a clingy Klingon.
vampires and werewolves?
No, humans are a very
Koala.
warlike species. That's a constant in our history. It's like, I read something about human history, United States history. It's like there's only like 10 years of American history that we did not have a war of any kind.
Some sort, yeah.
So I feel humans are more warlike than logical.
Gimme.
No, that's the Ferengi. Big-eared Ferengi.
That's a Ferengi,
Is that a Star Trek character?
That's a Star Trek species that's all about making money.
Okay, I like these guys. What did I say they were?
Ferengi.
Ferengi?
They're- But they will make money. They would sell their own mothers to make their own money.
Oh, well, it's not that type of money making. But
They would. Their whole society is about profit, nothing else. No other morality.
kind of like the Jews. Just
I'm
playing.
5%.
I don't go there.
I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm 5%
Boom,
Jew.
boom.
You know what I'm saying?
But I can't speak for that myself. You be you.
So you don't think there's any vampires walking amongst them?
I actually was watching a show on the Travel Channel that claimed there was, and I thought, no, because think about it. To be a vampire, to walk around, suck blood, there's going to be a woman vampire that walk up to a guy, say, I'm going to suck, and then the guy unzips his pants, and the vampire lady's going to scream and slap him.
How many people you think on the Congress right now are vampires? I got a number, I think. How about you?
There has to be a few.
Yeah, that's
They're
what I
all
was thinking.
bloodsucker lawyers, so same
Right.
thing as a vampire.
Right. I was thinking Nancy Pelosi. She's still alive somehow, so she's
Well,
got to be a vampire.
no.
No,
Nancy
yeah.
Pelosi's still alive because she hates Republicans. I do not take any sides, but the
Liar.
Do you like Donald
my
Trump?
huh?
Do you like Donald Trump? Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Am I in character or in myself? Because the character did not vote for anyone. And
Fuck no, they don't. So then you're yourself. Answer the goddamn question. Are you a goddamn Biden lover?
I am a registered Republican, but I voted for Obama twice. I voted for Bush 41.
So you're a goddamn Democrat.
No, I'm independent.
Okay,
I'm more or less independent. That
It's like I flip flop. I
I
ain't gonna
flip
lie.
flop all the time.
I don't know.
I
I'm
voted
neither
for
one.
Obama the first time.
Huh?
Then I voted for Obama the first time. Then I found out he just talks slick, you know?
They all talk slick.
There's definitely people I wouldn't. Funny thing about
That's why I like Trump. He couldn't talk worth a fuck, so you knew exactly what he meant.
the funny thing about this about
goddamn bandage again.
sorry about back to politics. The funny thing about
it too. Only caught the ass into that shit.
the funny thing about politics is I can tell who wins the presidential election before the election happened.
Congress.
No, I can tell which party who's going to win it. Who's going
Alright,
to
so
be
who's
president.
For real?
I
Who's your
don't know,
prediction
I
right
don't
now?
know who
2024 prediction.
You never answered the question. though.
Republicans.
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I
And
did not
then we can
vote
spend
for
our
him
money
either
again.
time.
You voted for fucking Joe
Either
motherfucking
time.
Biden.
There's only one time.
Second time.
You did this shit to us, dude. I'm just playing.
Well, you know what? Yes, I feel like I think Biden needs to grow a pair of balls.
So, how you
Bro,
think
them
he's faring
bitches
right
done
now?
shriveled up
As
and
far
fell
as
off. He's
when you
old.
voted for him, did you have high hopes of this guy? Are you not that type? You don't really, like me. I don't really give a shit.
I
But-
had higher hopes for him than Trump, but now after all the shit that happens in the Ukraine and everywhere else, and it's like,
So who do you think should be sitting in his
Who do you
position
think
right
could have
now?
prevented that?
You?
That's the question.
Okay.
You
would
think
rather
Trump
have you
could
in
have
there,
stopped
yeah.
that?
It would
from
be better
happening,
off.
Roy?
Yeah.
I would definitely encourage all our NATO allies to get their own damn aircraft carriers. Hint, hint, Canada.
Fucking pick up on that shit, Canada. Fucking yeah.
Your shit that you
Fucking hosers.
Your military, you're a part of NATO too. You're the only other North American member. Stand up.
Correct. Yeah. That's our whole our hemisphere, right? The whole side of this fucking globe.
But honestly, I feel NATO is a joke. It's been a joke for a while. But I actually do have deep respect for Canada and its military. They
Yeah,
fight
the
hard.
Yeah.
They,
All the moose knuckles.
How do you feel about the Swiss?
I like moose knuckles.
West is
You
not a
like
part of
moose
NATO.
knuckles? That's what the Canadians, right?
No, Canadians are very much a British-like military, so I don't.
They ride moose knuckles though.
They ride. I couldn't.
Right. So Canadians were fucking British, right?
British and French.
But now they're not. They're independent. They're Canadian.
Yes.
Canadians, or whatever the fuck, right?
Canada, to be honest, Canada
Hosiers.
is possibly.
Now the Canadians.
And
Canada, my biggest issue is somehow
I'm watching Red Green though at the house, to be honest.
Canada is somehow very anti-American, thinking we will steal the water of the Great Lakes,
right,
and they want their oil.
And that's what I don't understand about these pricks, right? Is we broke away from these cocksuckers and got our own independence, right?
Yeah.
And then these fuckers break away from Britain, and they still don't like us. Britain ain't got nothing to do with their shit.
Right.
Well, they still have Queen they still have the monarch of England as their queen.
So they're part of British's parliament.
No, they're part of the Commonwealth of Nations. They just all.
So like their own state. Canada's its own state.
Yeah, just coincidentally, they decided to keep the queen.
We don't want to leave you entirely. We like.
Yeah.
We just keep.
Pretty much. But what I think is, I made a comment about a few different videos. I don't get that because, we're allies with Canada, yet they think we're going to invade every minute. It's like, there's nothing, we don't want polar bears. We have Alaska, we have our own polar bears. We don't want your oil. The
don't
Great
want
Lakes
them
is
damn moose
polluted.
knuckles
We
either.
don't want them. And I tell you what, we won't invade if you take Detroit Lions as part of the CFL.
There you go. Get them out of
Will
here.
invade over that? They can have it. I
mean, come on. The Lions, what's the last time the Lions
some
was a
tough
contender?
negotiating. Yeah.
Good point.
Let them go play and have a chance, right?
But seriously, I have deep respect for Canada. I did agree with Donald Trump with this. There's a lot more, NATO's a lot weaker than it should be.
Right? And the reason is because they were all America-backed NATO, right? Is like basically the
America's
parent.
part of NATO.
Right. But everybody depends on our military
Yeah,
to call
pretty
their
much.
shots.
And which is stupid because ever since the late 1960s, every time we send troops anywhere, there's a backlash here. And I'm how much I'm for troops, and I think we should use them when we need to. There's people who just think, oh, America is a big bad imperial state. I don't think so. That's one thing I can't stand, the term American empire. Because A, we're not an empire. Two, there's a difference between what happens in Washington and what happens in Wall Street.
But they correlate, though.
They correlate.
So then it is an empire.
Well, no, because
Yeah, it is. Because if the empire crashes and crumbles, we ain't got no fucking America no more, do we? And then about 78% of these motherfuckers are gonna die because they ain't smart enough to survive.
well, what I mean by American empire is our foreign policy.
Like
Well, I think Hollywood. I think
formula?
there's three Americas.
It all correlates, though, Roy.
Hollywood.
It all correlates.
Hollywood, Wall Street, and Washington. And sometimes, because Hollywood and Wall Street want to do business with China, Washington D.C. does not. So it does not really.
okay.
It's like it's more like
But it's still a fucking empire.
we're a very powerful country, but I wouldn't call us an empire.
Right, but if we ain't got no more goddamn money, what happens?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
We're not an empire no more, then we crumble.
well,
We're misrepresented. That's what the problem is.
You're saying that we look like a bunch of dicks.
well, it's more like there's
We are a bunch of
there's
dicks,
more
though.
like
I ain't
there's
gonna
more
lie.
like there's
We're
aspects.
self-righteous assholes that can't stand each other. That's
And
America.
on one level, yes. On one level,
Certain
you're.
states are worse than others too.
Yep.
Well, yeah. It's usually the East Coast states and the West Coast thinking of us Midwesterners like that.
They don't come fucking around
Taking
in
a
the
hit
Midwest too
over
much.
there.
Nope. So what do you think of this baby
How you feel
formula
about that, Dan?
shortage?
Huh?
Baby formula shortage.
I don't know. There's a shortage of everything because
I heard you can go to Amazon.com or your Amazon account and change your address from United States to Canada, and there's no shortage of formula
There
whatsoever.
isn't, because you can get it down at the border too. But also, though, I heard and also looked up and read a little bit that Bill Gates is invested into a company that produces synthetic milk. Ooh.
He's the one who wants everybody eating synthetic hamburgers and shit too.
There was all of a
Before-
sudden he bought up all the farmland, and there was fucking a shortage of food,
Bill
right?
Gates.
Now that you fucking invested into
Bill
the
Gates is
vaccines, and there's a pandemic.
Bill Gates is. Here's the thing about Bill Gates. A lot of people think he's a self-made man. No.
Nope.
Daddy gave him a lot of the money, and he built off. of
IBM.
that. No, Microsoft.
The guy from IBM.
He probably did.
Yeah.
He also knew Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak.
Because the guy from IBM also started Planned Parenthood with Bill Gates' dad.
Well, I couldn't tell you that.
Yep.
But
I just did.
I'm like I said, I try to stay neutral in most domestic politics. As a general world.
So that's why Bill Gates.
So
is
you're
real
for
big
abortion?
No.
Population control.
I'm neutral.
Okay.
I'm neutral on
I'm fucking
domestic
with you.
politics. I'm very much foreign policy type of guy when it comes
Fuck
to.
Bill Gates.
They used to say all politics is local. No, all politics is international. I can tell you that there's companies in this country that care more about Chinese censorship than American censorship. I don't like that. Hey, Washington D.C. No more Chinese censors in Hollywood.
You heard that?
Did you hear what the Chinese did? They did censor. They censored the Bible and anything related to the Bible on
Christianity?
social media.
Yeah, they do that all the time. Well, communists or atheists, anyways. But what I'm saying is Marvel films are getting censored. Star Trek is getting censored. And Star Wars is getting censored, and it's actually hurting our domestic entertainment. And I don't like that. Even the new Top Gun film that's coming out soon. It's getting
Star Trek 4,
No, Top Gun Maverick.
number 4.
No, Top Gun number 2.
Well, 2 and 2 is 4.
No, this.
Come on now.
The Tom
you go
Cruise
to
movie
surgery?
Top Gun.
Yeah.
They're making a sequel, but
Star
even
Trek,
that got censored, and I think it's wrong. And I don't understand why government censors from a foreign country can do that, and yet Washington D.C. can't do that to our own films because of our freedom of speech. I love our freedom of speech, but I would say if I was Biden, and this is a good way to get my
Washington
vote.
also did put up a fence around their fucking building too.
Yes. If I was Biden, I would tell Xi Jinping in China, no more censors on our films.
How you think he got that name?
I presume he was born.
Xi Jinping?
Yeah.
I was thinking like, yeah, somebody's.
Obviously, his
shit around.
parents named him that.
It sounds like change inside of a frying pan. Ching.
Ching Chong Gong.
Yeah, yes.
Is that how you got that?
I don't know.
Did you
I'm
just
not
make
really-
that name up?
No, that's his
That's his
actual-
real name?
Yeah.
How do you remember that shit?
I keep a track of foreign policy.
Right.
Say it again.
Xi Jinping.
Xi Jinping.
But I say
that?
no more Chinese censors on our films.
Right, me too.
Or better yet, we have American censors over there
Yeah.
in Hong Kong and Beijing making their movies.
Getting clear.
That would
Is-
be only fair.
You say Beijing?
Beijing. capital.
Beijing?
Beijing.
Okay, the city.
But they're an
City.
empire.
Did you know China has commercials with American children? Like they're poor
Mike,
Africans?
Yeah.
Like they're poor Africans? Like we have those commercials with Africans that are poor that send money?
Yeah.
They have those with American children. Have you seen those commercials? It's quite funny. You haven't
No,
seen 'em?
but I want to now.
Yeah. They have commercials where it's like, yeah.
Yeah, despite
Just
the
reverse
fact our
shit,
real
you know what I mean?
wage is
They're doing
higher
the same
than
shit over there
ours.
as they're doing over
Right.
here. It's called television for a
You know
reason.
what?
It means television.
I would tell I would tell their problem. Our problem is
Fucking Chinese.
no communism, but whatever.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
No, communism actually came from Germany because of Karl Marx.
Okay, but was Germany communism right now?
Germany is not communist.
Right, but China is, right?
People's
They want to
Republic
be
of
again,
China
though. They want to
is-
become part of the New World Order.
So is China good or bad in your opinion?
Taiwan's good. Republic of China, the People's Republic of China, bad. Two Chinas. I'm causing a disaster for you guys on YouTube, ain't I?
No, you're fucking killing it, dude.
What's your view count so far?
I don't know, probably not good. We got.
Well, you gotta take into account it's an extremely nice day out, but we've had people come in and go, and we're at 2 live right now.
There's somebody watching right now, Roy. Say hi.
Hello.
We're going, God damn.
But honestly,
It's your fucking replacement, JJ, because I know you're watching. Maybe not, but.
honestly, this how the world is depending on one country for all their crap making it is bad.
Right.
Now, speaking of the world, do you believe that the world is round or flat?
I am a person that believes the world's round.
Okay.
Good answer. I can't go anywhere off that.
I also believe in aliens, and I also believe.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is the world round, Roy?
Yeah.
That's
Why do
what
you
I
believe
wanna
it's round?
We're on the planet Earth, planet's around.
But
I'm the same with you, bro. Circle. Right?
It's a globe, therefore it's a circle, therefore it's round.
Goddamn, Roy. You make a strong argument.
Square objects, flat objects don't make rotations very well, do they?
No.
Right. That's how I feel.
I mean,
Be kind of clunky in this bitch. Clunk,
well,
clunk.
if the Earth was flat, wouldn't the Earth go off its orbit and then be like a giant space frisbee?
well,
You're
I
right.
think there's a globe or
Firmament,
like a
firmament, or
a sphere maybe, or like something that goes over it.
Well, a dome. Yeah.
Dome, there you go.
Oh, here's the thing about most of these conspiracy theories. I found out after doing analysis of sci-fi.
Oh, let's hear it. What do you got? I got candy.
These conspiracy theorists are the largest group of plagiarists ripping off stuff ever. You know the moon landing conspiracy theory?
We
It
didn't
got
land on the moon.
popular after Capricorn 1, which is a science fiction film.
How'd we get the pictures of the moon landing on the moon?
Let me finish. Capricorn 1 is a movie that's about, we fake a landing on Mars. It came out in the late 70s, roughly 10 years, close to 10 years after the moon landing. Ever since then,
We didn't land on the moon.
the moon landing conspiracy went sky high.
okay.
You look at other conspiracy theories, it's like that. The ancient alien stuff is a ripoff of H.P. Lovecraft's work. Lovecraft, that's his actual name. Hurl H.P. Lovecraft.
Sounds like a badass boat.
Now he was a very racist New Englander.
Oh, okay.
He's the father of cosmic horror, and these ancient alien guys ripped them off. And I feel that these people does pretend, who's that? And there's other things. Some of these alien conspiracy theorists say, aliens haven't visited us because we haven't reached a certain level of technology and joined the Galactic Federation.
did you-
That's Star Trek, and goddamn, you published that in a book. I'm surprised CBS hasn't sued your ass.
Right.
So, do you think we landed on the moon?
What state are we in?
Do you know the temperature of the moon right now? Or not? Yeah. Do you know the surface temperature of the moon?
Ohio.
It's 260 degrees Fahrenheit on the moon.
Yes. But
So how
what
can
state?
some-
What state do we live in?
Fucking North Dakota.
No, Ohio.
Yeah.
Who's from Ohio?
Only the
The
coolest
Midwest
people.
player. Where's this going?
Harriet
Neil
Truman.
Armstrong is from Ohio.
Okay. So you're telling me he can go up and stand on a surface that is 260 degrees Fahrenheit
In the sun.
and just be all right?
Yes.
Yeah, if you're
There's
from
something about
California,
Ohioans
ain't gonna
that
happen.
people don't
and the
know.
temperatures can dip minus 280 degrees.
What that fancy suit's for, right?
Yes.
Minus 280 degrees. How fucking cold is that? You think somebody can survive on that?
Yeah, it's
No.
like dry ice cold.
Not nude, obviously.
You can't survive on fucking moon. You can't even be on there for one damn second. There's
Ohio.
no way we fucking. You got a fucking camera that can fucking take a picture without melting up there. How do we get the photos?
NASA can do anything that damn well pleases.
NASA's a fucking joke.
Oh shit, here we go.
Each to their own. But let me tell you one thing. How can you be an Ohioan without people grabbing their pitchforks and screaming at you now?
For what?
Right.
You think
Who the
Neil
fuck
Armstrong
does
did
that?
not land on the moon?
No, I don't.
I haven't seen a pitchfork in a long
Did
time.
people
You go
pull
put
out
on a
pitchforks
I own one.
torches when
put on a white
we
suit and go
thought Neil
stand on the
Armstrong
fucking
landed
moon.
on the moon?
He's
How
gonna put
did
on
that
a
ever
white suit with a
fucking happen?
pitchfork.
280 degrees. It's 95 degrees out, and people fucking die of heat strokes. Come on now.
Those.
You lock your dog in the car, don't you? You're a fucked up individual.
There's no way somebody can survive fucking.
I don't have a
160
dog. I have a
degrees.
cat that.
What is it? This desert
Lucky,
temperature right
lucky
now?
you ain't tried to walk him on a leash.
I have tried that. That cat looked at me. He's like, I think you're confusing your species.
You're a cat on a leash type of guy, huh?
No, I'm more like a cat.
I'm glad that
So
you
during
can
the
read
day,
that
the
cat's
desert's
mind on
fucking
that
a little
though, because
over
that's probably
100
exactly what he was thinking. Like, fuck this. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we
The
see.
average desert in the daytime is 100 degrees. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right?
but honestly,
I could do it. I could do it. I got you.
Okay.
I'm from Ohio.
I mean, we invented the airplane.
Slap some
No.
fucking grease
Did
on
we?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wright brothers are
The
from
state of
Ohio.
They're
aviation,
actually, I
Youngstown,
think, from
Ohio.
South Dakota.
Something I can eat while I'm
They're in South
Was
Carolina.
it Dayton?
They're from South Carolina.
No, they flew from South Carolina. They're from Dayton.
North Carolina, that's what it was. Something like that.
Jayhawk, North Carolina. But they're from Ohio. They just decided to do that because Jayhawk was one of the most windy spots in the country to help them fly. But
Yeah, makes sense.
But what do I know? I mean, I've been
It sounds
only
pretty
looking
accurate,
at
yeah.
airplanes all my life, so
Yeah, working on them?
looking at them.
Oh.
I've been reading more stuff. I used to watch that Discovery Channel show, Waves, that only talk about airplanes, not the sitcom at the airport.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember that fucking
Mm.
sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Right on, man.
but you know, if there's anyone that can do it, Ohioans can.
Right.
You know, people.
You should run for governor, dude.
You know what? I might.
You make Ohioans feel good about being Ohioans.
You know what? Ohioans used to. If I go online and people ask me where I'm from, I say Ohio, and they said, "There's nothing good in Ohio." Oh shit!
There was another
Yeah.
guy though with the French, the Wright brothers, Victor Tight.
There's not a whole lot good in Northwest Ohio.
He was one. Of the,
You know what?
You head that way 2 hours, it gets a little better. Head that way 2 hours, it gets a little better. Head that way 2 hours, it's still flat and shitty, but eventually
Northwest
get there.
Ohio definitely needs an improvement.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But you know what? That's kind of so hard considering we're so close to Detroit.
all right,
Yeah.
so Victor Titan was a French engineer who created an early airplane, the aeroplane, in 1879. The craft was the first model airplane to take off using its own power after a run on the ground.
Actually, they're yes, but that's a model airplane.
Wasn't driven by a man.
Yeah, it wasn't piloted by a human. But
Aerospace.
Powered by an air compressor engine.
All right.
I wouldn't trust an air compressor flying my airplane. I don't trust an air compressor to drive my car.
So that's how he got hooked up with the Wright brothers, then probably. You know,
Would you use an air compressor to clean a patty maker? And if you were forced to,
We're walking.
if you were forced to, would you be good at it? Yeah, what's the approximate time frame on that?
They say
45 minutes, an hour and a half. I'm just curious.
For what?
I couldn't tell you. I don't want to know.
You don't want to know? I feel like you do know.
I do
What-
know. I don't want to answer you because I'm very ashamed of myself.
What's
it
what's
varies?
one thing that you know that you wish you never would have known? I'll give you a couple seconds to think about that. That's a good question.
I don't know what.
Glasses and say it in a deep
Honestly,
voice.
I don't.
You know a lot of shit. There's got to be something up there that you wish you didn't know.
I witnessed a C-section on video once. I don't want to. I want to unsee that.
Good answer. I've witnessed a couple of them myself. It's not fun.
I have. I used to watch that ER stuff on the Discovery Channel, and it was stupid shit that sent me to the ER, and I kind of want to unsee that stuff. Goddamn, people are stupid.
Did you say you went to the ER for doing some of this shit?
Goddamn people are
Yeah.
You gotta hold them.
I got sent to the ER once because I lit my leg on fire, so I'm one of those idiots.
I've lit myself on fire before.
I did that welding and actually.
Yeah, it's not fun. But it's just some of the stories I hear about medical stuff. I just don't want to. You can't unhear and unsee it. And also possibility there's like some pointless history stuff I don't want to see.
Right on.
I mean, there's like.
There's all kinds of pointless history, isn't there?
No, I love history. There's some historical stuff that happened, and I was like, why is this significant? This is the first. It's like, there's like,
First what?
there's something first that is like
Give me an
totally
example,
pointless. Oh, and
Like
like
BLM?
17th century is when we started to use silverware. Nice to know, I guess. I don't really need to know the history of silverware to use it.
Right. Probably just caveman and shit, right?
But
Forks.
you need to know the Wright brothers, though, right?
I love airplanes, though. I mean, I'm not.
Oh, so
I'm,
it's
not
what you
I'm
love.
not that big in
Aircrafts, flying,
culturally.
space.
Because then,
Yeah.
if we didn't have airplanes, we couldn't fly then, right? But because we didn't have spoons and silverware, we wouldn't be eating
Well,
civil. We'd still be.
Is that why they call it silverware?
yeah, and it's also made of
Or is it silverware?
Silverware.
Because
made
it's
of
silver.
Silver, yeah.
Now I'm confused. So
Well, that's what I'm
it's not
saying. Was it
civil?
originally silverware? Because it's only civil to eat with.
No, I'm pretty sure
It's
silver.
proper.
Because it was all.
It's
That's
proper.
why they were fucking.
Why they call
What the
it?
using
rich
silver
people
to-
do.
Why they call it wear if you don't wear it?
During the. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Bill Nye. They're taking all that silverware.
So we
with
try to
turning on the
mimic it
fucking,
with by
Silver
Oh.
has the metal. Silver has
Correct.
has
So-
antibacterial
So the Great
qualities.
Depression, weren't they using that fucking shit or not the Great Depression, it was when the first World War I came around, right?
It's Great Depression era.
Okay.
Yeah, give or take 10 years.
So they were using all that shit to fucking, they were taking it from people to make military weapons, right?
No.
No?
No, they use
Well, I
silver.
think they're confusing it with the gold from Fort Knox. Because gold
Maybe.
culture, they used to make knives and forks out of gold also.
'Cause I thought they were fucking going around taking shit from all the surrounding fucking villages and shit, towns.
Probably for money,
Money,
maybe
yeah.
to build.
Yeah, but that's also a reason because at the Great Depression, FDR did that and take everyone's gold.
Took everybody's bank account too.
FDR did not get elected until after that. The crass, but the gold, they took all the gold and built Fort Knox.
All right, you think there's still gold in that motherfucker?
No.
I bet you. How much were in that? Doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt there's any gold in there.
I bet as soon as Obama got in office, that shit was gone.
Honestly, I think we just spent that out in a
It's right.
giant storage
all filled with
facility
the 22
for
gold.
other countries.
Right.
They replaced the gold with 22.
that's like a giant rental building, rental unit for different countries.
No shit.
I think the Queen of England has shit there. I think the Emperor of Japan has shit there. I think Putin had shit there. He sold it by now.
Well, that's a good theory there. That's a good
I mean,
theory.
honestly, I don't know. I think it should be empty. There's no. I mean, if we had gold in there, the president would just open shit out and show it to people. No. We keep it secret. It's just a giant rental unit for other countries.
Makes sense. Where we at time-wise?
Oh, we're in.
We're good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hour and a half.
Dragged this on even more, so. Well, we appreciate your time here and your expertise in the science fiction world.
Hope we
Roy?
gotta be on again.
Have me on.
Actually, what was that
Ray
YouTube
J.
page again?
Is it Ray J? Roy J. Ray J.
Roy Rage.
Roy J. Jetson?
I think it's Ray J.
Roy J. Jetson?
Motherfucking Ray J Jr.
Analysis of sci-fi. Godzilla. That's a good way to find my channel because I only have 2 channels currently.
Or
2
Star
YouTube.
Trek 4. Star Trek 4.
No, Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Analysis of Sci-Fi, Star Trek Strange New World, Episode 1 and 2 is my latest episode. Channel is Analysis of Sci-Fi. Hope you guys enjoyed me. I might get half a subscriber. I don't know how you can get
I don't know
half a
how
sub-
you. Yeah, that's like how you
Maybe a midget.
undo your monetization.
2 days later, they
It's up for
unsubscribe.
28 days and then it'll disappear.
But,
Yeah.
honestly, this is how I am drunk.
That's, bro. No, we've been sitting here an hour and a half.
Thanks for tuning in to Midwest Tunes Podcast. Go to tacticallyprotect.com, tailormadeimprovements.com, midwesttunes.com. Check our shit out. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Peace.